General and angle properties of geometric figures is our topic we are going to see today. So here we are going to see angles. How do we get missing angles? How do you use the properties? So that's what I expect out of this topic. So we start by defining an angle. An angle, for example, if I have my compass here, as you see. So an angle is the space between two intersecting lines or planes. So you see, this would have been a line and this is a line. So the space between two is still intersecting here. So this space between two is what we call an angle. So I think you can see, you can use your compass also and see. The other thing is, let us get papers. Everyone get a paper and we see how we can form these angles. So get this paper like this. Okay, can we fold it? Fold it the way I'm doing. Okay, are we seeing that? Are we seeing this space between these two? So this is what we call a plane, and this is what we call a plane. But the space between these two, we can also call that an angle, as simple as that. So that this is an angle here, is an angle formed there, as you can able to see there. Okay, then classifying, in most cases, angles are measured in degrees, and in most cases using a protractor. So those who don't know a protractor, I'm going to give you, everyone, when you get your set, there's an instrument like this. This is what we call a protractor. So this is mine, but yours are a bit smaller. So this is what we use to measure. So if they give you an angle, all you need to do is to measure. If they give you that until you find the until you find that angle, you just need to measure it with ease. But if they tell you to construct, never use this to break those angles. This one is just used to measure. So you've seen construction in the previous weeks. So now let us come to classifying angles. Angles, we start with the acute angles. Angles less than 90 degrees. Whenever I measure an angle less than 90 degrees, that will be acute angle. Right angles. An angle that is exactly 90 degrees. So it's how we construct perpendicular lines, right? And you say the angle between two perpendicular lines, the angle is 90 degrees. Opposite angles. Angles greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. What's that? Angles greater than 90, but less than 180 degrees. They are giving a simple example. Straight angle, an angle that is exactly 180. So, if I have this, as everyone gets a ruler, this straight ruler, small rulers. So the angle from here up to here, that's what we call a straight T angle that's adding up to 180 degrees. Then from an angle that is exactly 360. Reflex angles, angles greater than 180, but less than or but below 360 degrees, equal to 110. You see, it's greater than 180, but less than or below 360. Activity. So let us get into our groups. In the groups of 4, draw a diagram showing an angle which is. So you are going to start with this. You are going to draw in the groups of 4. You show me what an acute angle is with the diagram. Right angle, obtuse angle, then reflex angle. So still, in your groups, identify the angle formed by the following. You identify for me this angle. You identify for me this angle, this one, and this one. So you identify for me those angles. So, can we start? You are having 10 minutes for the world. Okay, after you are going to send those papers to me, and then we see. Okay, so these are examples I have. Okay, you also bring that. Okay, this one is going obtuse. So I put here obtuse. As you can see, this is group 10. Then we have this one, they are drawing reflex. So these are ones drawing reflex. We have these ones who are drawing acute. Okay. Then we have these ones who are drawing right angles. Okay. So the rest, let us exchange the work. If you're in this group, you give the next. If you're in this one, you also give the other group. So let us exchange the work there. Okay. Now, this is group 5, this is group 10, group C, group E. What about this one? Okay, maybe first let me start. I think everyone can see those things well. Okay. So these ones are having acute angles. And then they are telling us that when they measure this, it is 42 degrees. And you say that acute angles are angles less than 90 degrees. Is this less than 90 degrees? Okay. What about this one? This one is 75. Is it less than 90 degrees? Okay. So these are acute angles. So from there you can find angles. Angles are like exactly 90 degrees. So when they measure this, for them it was 90 degrees. So everyone, you try that group and then you measure and see. Yeah, when I measure this, I see it's 90 degrees. So this is also a right angle triangle, so this is okay. So here you give 2 marks. You give 2. Then you also give this one a mark. Or you give them 2. Let us give them 2 for the right angle, and then we want only 1. So these ones are just doing 2, but we wanted 1. It's okay. But if we have more than 3, it's okay. Then obtuse angles. So this one is having 105. So we said obtuse angles greater than 90. You said this angle is greater than 90, it's greater than this, but less than 180. So you also give this one 2 marks. Then this one is 140. So that is also okay. Then when we come to reflex angles, we say the angle is greater than 180, but below 360. You see this one is greater than 180. Right? But less than 360, which is very okay. Then also this one, they are having 300. Is it 300 greater than 180? Is it below 360? Okay. What about 220? 220, 230? Is it above 180? Is it below 180? No, if it was below 180, it would be obtuse or acute if it was below, because you can be, these ones also be 180. So these groups are very okay. So you also mark this one. This is very okay. So this is what I call acute angles. This is how they look. A right angle, obtuse angles, then reflex angles. So is there another group? Is all groups how many are having 8 out of 8 each? We are giving 2. How many? Okay, that's a good number. Okay. Is there anyone who doesn't know how we get these acute angles? Okay. Now let us come to this. In your groups, identify the angle formed by the following. So which other group? I didn't see any group presenting this. Okay, you send it to me. You put that. You send me that. Okay, so this is what we have. So let us fill it here. So this was work from group 2. We have group 2 here. So group 2, they are telling us that A is acute. We are going to mark them here. Group 2, they are telling us that I'm going to use my pen here. My pen is a bit bigger. So group A2, they are telling us that this angle is acute. Is it acute? When we look at acute angles, is it similar to this? Okay, so you give them a mark. That is okay. Then B, they are telling us that this one is obtuse. When we look at it, is it obtuse? Let us obtuse angles. You see? Is it similar? Okay. And try to estimate the angle. Okay, so this is obtuse. Then C, they're telling us that this one is reflex. Is it reflex? Now you start this angle, you need to know where is it. This one is starting from here up to here. From here up to here. But this one is starting from here up to here. Someone saying it's reflex. Is it reflex? Okay, there you try to measure. Let me try to measure. You measure from where it's starting from. This one is starting from here. You see? This is where it's starting from. And then it's ending here. To me, what I'm seeing, you see, it's starting from here up to here. So what you have to do, you have to get a protractor and then you measure this. You see, this angle is less than 90. Yes, less than 90. I'm holding what I'm seeing. And let me extrapolate it inside. And we measure. So it's starting from here up to here. So if we have to measure that, I think you see it's less than that. Eh? When we measure, it's 90 degrees. So this one, we correct. You always have to be careful with that, where the angle is starting. So that's from here up here. So this one is right angle. Right angle on reflex. When it comes to D, it's not having anything. Doing that, this starting from here up to here. So what you do, you get this angle, you measure this angle, then you subtract from 360. Then the balance you see if it's acute or this. But for me, when I look at it, and I look at this angle from here up here, it's going to be reflex. Reflex. So that's what we expect. Then E, we are having E here. This E is a straight angle. Because we said the angle is 180 there. When you come to F, you see F is from here up here, and that is a full angle, 360 degrees. So that's what we had for today. You can correct those groups and then you give the work. So what you are going to do, you are going to go on the other side, then you do the activity about this exercise, then you present it and you make your own notes about this. So that's it. I wish you well. So you can send it to the groups and then you mark them properly. So that's it. See you in the next lesson. But please don't forget, make your own notes, then you present the books to me with that exercise.